Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here it is shot right from the camera. You can see it's a little washed out. It's got a blue tint to it. Color balance isn't quite as good. It's at 2.7K. I see the dynamic range is definitely not as good as even my Hero 3 Plus Black. You can see that the sky is completely washed out. You can't see clouds or anything like that. It auto detects the appropriate resolution based on the card that you are using in the camera. It's interesting. The screen goes out. It's weird. Oh, that's pretty cool. The screen goes out to save battery energy, and then when you want to come back on, you press the record button quickly, and it comes back on. And then when you want to stop it, I guess I'm just testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here I color corrected it slightly, and you can see it's a little better. Coming up, there's going to be a comparison between the two, shot raw and color corrected. Testing, testing, 1. Testing, testing. Okay, this was shot in 1080 from the camera, and I used negative 0.3 of exposure compensation to try and make sure everything's not washed out. I also color balanced this and sharpened it a little bit. I think it actually looks pretty decent. It's kind of purplish a little bit, but it definitely looks better than that just blue haze. I think it's pretty good saturated colors. Definitely not as good as my GoPros, but for the price you pay for this camera, I think it's probably worth it. Okay, so my final findings are, I think this is worth the money you pay for it. For around $80, it's definitely worth it. It has Wi-Fi along with an app that works fine, although I don't use that feature on my GoPros a lot. It has good resolution up to 4K, provided you have the proper SD card, micro SD card. It will auto detect your card and not give you the high resolution if you don't have the proper card. The color balance is off. It's tipped towards the blue like a lot of cameras you see. I don't like that. The GoPro color balance is definitely a lot better. Now there's a couple bad things. I don't like the battery door because you need a tool to get it out. You need like a little sharp object to get the door off. And I do not like the unspring-loaded micro SD slot because you just can't get it out of there. You have to use a tool to try and pry it out of there. With those things said, I like this camera. It's definitely worth the price of $80. I personally would buy a GoPro over this, but I'm just a camera guy. Now I can tell you my GoPros feel a lot more solid. They have a metal case, but they're also a lot more expensive. So thanks for watching.